Hey everybody, signing in today to talk about the new proposed $3 billion tax rebate for purchasers of the zero-emission vehicles. Currently there are 250,000 zero-emission cars on the roads in California, which represents half the U.S. market, and by 2025 they want to have 1.5 million, and then by 2030 they want to have 5 million. They currently have had since 2010 a $2,500 rebate for people purchasing these cars, but that was scaled back this past summer. Now it's income-based. But I just think it's kind of strange to have an industry that can't survive on its own and in the free market, and they need the government to prop them up. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's just, if I were working for Ford, Chrysler, GM, I would feel, that's just not fair to have, just in California alone, they get $3 billion shoveled to them. But Georgia's a good example of how, if these tax credits vanish, it just could be a death blow to the industry, because they used to have a $5,000 tax credit, which made them the second largest electric car market in the nation. But that ended in July of 2015. And in 2014, before it ended, they represented 17% of the entire U.S. market. But after it ended, in 2016, that dropped down to 2% of the U.S. market. So that just shows you how I just don't see Tesla surviving for the long term. They're just bleeding cash, and this is where they get their cash, apparently. Well, they are a public company, but this is their lifeblood right there. And Bob Lutz, he's known as Mr. Detroit. He's worked in the auto industry for 5 decades, and I saw him in an interview, and he just doesn't see Tesla being around for the long term, because again, if they can't profit off the vehicles they're currently selling, how are they going to profit on the cheaper cars? It's impossible. But we'll see. Good luck to Elon Musk. I mean, he's a great entrepreneur, and I wish him luck. So those are my thoughts.